It's a perfect night for football in the Southeastern Conference here in Athens, GA tonight. Temperature at 55 degrees, clear skies, and we should remain in the 50s throughout this contest. So it's jacket weather tonight, but it is perfect for a late November meeting. The Dogs' first game here in 6 weeks. Our last time at home was October 10th. Number 13, Georgia, with a record of 4-2, getting set to square off with 2-4 unranked Mississippi State. First year for head coach Mike Leach. State was 6-7 in 2019. They went 3-5 in the SEC under previous head coach Joe Moorhead, who was there for 2 years. He's now moved on as the offensive coordinator at the University of Oregon. And Mike Leach left Washington State to come to Starkville, Mississippi. And this is LaDietrich Tulu Griffin back deep, standing on the one for Mississippi State. Jake Camarda to kick it away for the Dogs from right to left towards the west end zone. His foot is into that football. A high, short kick, end over end, going to come down on the 6. They call for the fair catch, and that'll be considered the touchback.
It's deep, easy little dump pass, being very patient right now.
Rogers, the quarterback, 6'2 freshman, will take the snap, hand it off, and the center, 305-pounder, up over the ball, and they're going to give it to Marks again. Going to try to get out to the right on the near hash. We stack him up around the 42 or the 43-yard line, trying to rip that ball out of his arm. Back in the shotgun with a split backfield. Snap to Rogers, throws it hard down the middle. It's caught on a quick slant to the middle. It's caught by Jaden Wally between two defenders and between the hash marks. They get the first down. 2nd and 2 for the Maroon Bulldogs. Snap to Rogers, pressure from the edge. He throws it incomplete. That's his first missed pass. Rogers, it's 3rd and 2 for State. Quick snap. Rogers looks to the right. It's caught by Payton, Javante Payton. 35 of 46, his completion numbers against Vanderbilt in their game 2 weeks ago. He throws it to the right side here, to the right from the 6. 3rd down and goal for State. They will run it with Marks straight ahead. He's hit at the 5, driving to the 4, maybe the 3.5. There's the snap, the placement, the kick is up, and Mississippi State on the board first with a long, time-consuming drive. Daniels now with Cook in the backfield, sends him out to the right. His first throw complete to Pickens, spins in towards the field and gets away from 2 defenders, chasing him all the way to midfield, 50-yard line. They tackle him there. George Pickens, good to have you back, my friend. Brings a receiver in tight. That's a tight end on the near side. Goes the opposite direction. Oh, that one almost picked off, deflected away. And one back in the backfield, that's Zamir. Shotgun snap to JT in the pocket, looking for space, nowhere to go. He will be sacked back on Georgia's side of the 50 at around the 44-yard line.
The move.
Rogers in the pocket, throws, and incomplete. Lines him up in the near slot as Marks goes out of the backfield to the left, and that's where the ball goes as well. And Marks makes the catch, and we hit him immediately just shy of the 20-yard line. Backfield snap is a little bit high, goes up high and pulls it down and fires to Pickens on the near side, caught at the 35. This time he spins to the sideline and gets about 4, almost 5 more yards. That pass play to Pickens. Again, a high snap, pulls it down, hands it off to Zeus. Zamir straight ahead and being driven from behind by big Warren McClendon. The tackle just drove him for another 3 yards. To the right, now they go into the pistol on the shift and hand it to Zeus out of that formation. He'll run it left tackle and left guard and find a little crease. Tight end to the right side as a wing, hand it to Cook. He stops, looking to dart one way or the other. There's nowhere to dart to because white jerseys just converge on him and cover him up.
Green pass on his completions.
3rd and 10 for Georgia. Mississippi State comes with a blitz. JT hangs it up deep, ball for the right corner for Pickens. He's double covered there. Now flag comes out. It took a couple of seconds for that flag to come out of the pocket of the official line. He hung that ball deep
Pass
to the right
defense,
pylon.
number 1, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down. 2
receivers left for JT Daniels. Shotgun snap and a quick play fake to White. Sets up with time, throws left side, over the shoulder catch. Burton tiptoes out of bounds around the 10. Self on the left side. Daniels going to take it from the far hash, roll to the right, throw on the run, and on the turf going down. Touchdown Pickens. His knees were already on the turf. He fell forward, cradled the football, and picks up 6 points.
Welcome back, George Pickens. Just a force in this football game. Again, an out route from his Z position. Good job pushing back up towards the end line and then bringing that thing back down. We moved JT Daniels out.
Down and a couple for Mississippi State. Ball on their own 46. They snap it to Rogers. He stands stoically in the pocket, fires to the left side.
And then over to Gardner in the middle of the field.
7-yard pickup. State will run it this time, and they will run into trouble. Dylan Johnson hit a wall like on 3rd and 4 from Georgia's 32. There's the snap. We bring 4, dump it out to the left, and that is Dylan Johnson, the back, who caught it. Rogers on the 11th play of the possession with time throws it, and it's batted away as the ball sails over the line of scrimmage. Looked like Wyatt got his hand on it. Pretty good at it tonight. Peyton in motion to the right. Rogers with time rolls out of the pocket, still looking at the 25 towards the sideline, throws off 1 foot. Down inside the 10 at the 5, incomplete. The ball was caught by Peyton. Well, the ruling stood for the officials, so that meant a completed pass at the Georgia 4. So 3 over State, but they are threatening. They will run it with Marks. No, that's Johnson, excuse me, Dylan Johnson, and he'll cover the final 4 yards right into the end zone for the touchdown for Mississippi State. Daniels in the shotgun and Zamir White in the backfield. Play fake, flags down. Daniels moves to his right, throws a deep ball. He's got Burton running deep, goes up in the air, makes the catch in front of the defender at the 27. They grab him there and pull him down to the turf.
Offside. Defense. Penalties decline. Result of play. First down.
It was a free play, and the Dogs cashed in with a long scan of energy first down all the way down to the Mississippi State 26-yard line.
And the crowd erupts with an accurate deep ball thrown there. Great recognition by JT Daniels.
Dogs go empty here. 5 receivers. McIntosh wide to the left with Pickens. Daniels avoids the rush straight up the gut, and then another guy's going to get him as he tries to step up in the pocket. We lost 6. It's 3rd and 17. Daniels screen to the left, caught by Burton, got a block to the edge and knocked out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Try to convert a 42-yarder to tie the ball game. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is away, and it is good. Jack Podlesny ties it up.
Out of the hands of their quarterback.
It does not stay in the pocket long. Rogers bounces, throws it to the far sideline. Over the shoulder catch. Wally, he's beating his man, and he's going down the far sideline and all the way for the touchdown. He caught it on the run over his shoulder around the 30 and had 2 or 3 strides on the defender. Ball on the 30 to start the possession. Daniels, quick throw to the left. They set up a screen. Kieris catches it. Now he's got room to run across the 30, the 40, the 45, and chased out of bounds there. Yards up close to midfield.
Offense, number 87. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
And that would be why.
Boy, that is a nitpicky call right there.
Dogs work on the near hash, moving to our right. Snap by Hill, back to Daniels. Deep ball down the middle. No, near sideline for Burton. Over the shoulder, caught it. Yeah, stayed in bounds. They forced him out a couple of steps after he caught it inside the State 35 at the 34-yard line. Guidry on a long bomb into Mississippi State territory.
Well, I think we shocked Mississippi State just by letting that go. Mississippi State dropped 8. Having a heyday so far.
2nd and 10, Dogs on the State 34. Daniels to throw. Caught again at the 21-yard line. That's in red zone. Ball on the 21. We'll run it with Cook. Cook picking his way through the holes on the right side of the line of scrimmage. Snap to Daniels. Looks left quickly. Burton catches it. He's got McKinney blocking. 10, 5, flag down. Slung out of bounds at the 3.
Holding. Offense, number 87. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat, second down.
That Cook shifts around the quarterback Daniels. On the far hash, looks into the end zone, throws it there. There's a man. Caught. Touchdown, Jermaine Burton, the freshman. He was a couple of yards behind his man and caught the ball just to the left of the goalpost for the touchdown. He beat Sean Preston.
But the deep safety for Mississippi State went with another receiver that was out in that route. Completely voided the middle of the field, and Burton found it.
It's going to be the end of the quarter and the end of the first half. Well, both teams head into the locker room, and we're kind of right back where we started at the beginning of the ball game. We're deadlocked at 17 apiece, but a strong finish by Georgia. T can do here on 3rd and long. Takes the shotgun snap, drops back, throws, deep ball, caught at the 35. Pickens reached up there He didn't have anybody around him. That's a bit of a surprise. He opening possession of the second half. Give it to Zamir White. Tries to bounce out to the left, and there's not much bouncing. It's up right to the turf to our right here in the third quarter. Daniels drops back, surveys the field, throws it, finds a man open. That's Kearis Jackson at the 47. Spins away from one tackler, backpedaling over the logo at midfield, and they grab his leg and pull him down there. Back in the shotgun. McIntosh is in the backfield. He picks up a rushing defender from the right side. Long throw. Burton beats his man one-on-one. Catches inside the 5. Touchdown. Jermaine Burton again. Long throw from J.T. Daniels for the score.
We haven't seen it all year long, but we're getting it in bunches tonight. Accuracy on the deep ball. We've seen it a number of times, and Burton having one heck of an afternoon.
48 yards on the touchdown throw from Daniels to Burton. The Dogs surge ahead 23-17. Here's the point after try by Pod. It is up and it is good.
Game by that young man.
Rogers on the shotgun snap, throws another completion. Grabbed at the 26, backpedaling, turns around, heads downfield. That's Austin Williams, and will tackle him. State trying to get in there and tie it up. They'll run it this time, and that was a mistake on that play. Dylan Johnson, we tie him up in knots near the 20. They'll get the football. They snap it to him. He drops back. He drops back some more. Now he lobs it over to the right, and it's right in the hands for Wally. He was undefended. Had it in his hands at the 10. Now Georgia 18. Snap to Rogers. Throw to the right corner and caught up high at the 5. And knocked out of bounds at the 4 is Osiris Mitchell. Rogers takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Dylan Johnson. Around the right corner, driving, piles being pushed, and touchdown. It took a while, but Mississippi State's big offensive line got behind the pile and drove it into the end zone for the score. Only 2 rushing scores all season long. Here's a flea flicker to White, back to Daniels. We'll throw it short. The deep ball wasn't there. We complete the pass to Pickens on the near sideline.
Guy in the box as well, but just no movement on the O-line.
They bring 4. Daniels passes complete to the tight end Fitzpatrick at the 35. He gets another yard or 2 to the 37.
They made plays for him.
Cook breaks out of the backfield left. Daniels looks down the field the whole time and goes to Kearis Jackson at the 43. It's broken up. Shotgun with Cook. Mississippi State brings pressure. Long ball, far sideline, man-to-man coverage, and incomplete at the 20. Pickens was the deep guy. Mississippi State had Emmanuel Forbes running right with him on their own 43-yard line. Rogers, draw play, handoff, flags down, whistles blow. We clobber the running back anyway. Got in a good lick on Marks. Johnson made that hit.
Ball start, offense, number 58. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down. Please reset the game clock to 1 minute, 39 seconds.
Ball back right now.
Snap to Rogers, drops back 3 steps, just stands there now, flushed out, rolls right, and throws it away into the sideline. He had a man there, but Jaden Wally couldn't get to that pass. Dogs got good pressure and forced Rogers to make a decision. And here comes the punt unit. Look what happens when you have a good pass rush.
Boy, no doubt about it. Little adjustment there for the Dogs on that series.
Now bring Cook in motion and hand it off to Kenny McIntosh this time. Same treatment for him. He didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation with Cook in the backfield. Here they come. We set up a screen to the far side and nothing doing. We completed the pass to Demetrius Robertson. Mississippi State's return man shifts over to the far hash, and that's where the punt goes. And this is a good long punt by Camarda. Backing up, making a fair catch is Austin Williams. 6 attempts in his previous start against Vanderbilt 2 weeks ago. And that one almost intercepted as he throws it towards the left hash. And Tyreek Stevenson cutting in front of the receiver Peyton.
Tyreek closing very fast.
Rogers, the pass is batted. Coming in from the right edge is Adam Anderson. Jumps in the air, bats the ball away. Incomplete on the turf. It's by Georgia that time as Rogers goes incomplete on those last 2 pass attempts, and now 33 of 42 on the night. Daniels having a pretty good night as well. Mississippi State brings the house. We dump it off to the tight end Trey McKitty on the near sideline.
Got into the play he wanted to get into.
We're going to run it with McIntosh, trying to follow the block of McKitty. Mississippi State disposes of the blocker, and now they dispose of McIntosh. We got the speed burner Arian Smith in the ball game. Daniels going to throw deep. He pump fakes, pulls it down, fires far sideline, caught by George Pickens in front of Mississippi State's bench at 1st and 10 at the Dogs 44. Shotgun snap. JT stands in the pocket, throws near side, caught by Robertson in State territory at the 43, cuts down to the 40 and down there by Martin Emerson. His hands together now, claps them together, gets the snap, drops back on the 46, slings it out to the right, caught by Zamir at the 35, stumbles ahead to the 30.
Do his check down.
Dogs go quickly. Daniels pump fake to the left flat, wants to go deep towards the end zone, wide open, touchdown, no, stripped away. Oh my goodness, Kearis Jackson had it in his hands, and I think Mississippi State's Emerson may have come in there and stripped away, or did he just drop it? The replay.
Should have been caught. JT maybe a hair late in getting that football out of his hands, but hit Kearis Jackson right between the 1 and the 0.
Ash and ready to run this play. Daniels being pressured. He got away from pressure. He throws it in the end zone, and it's caught again and knocked away by Pickens. He didn't hang on either.
A strike, and you're right. George should have had that one too.
Oh, man, we're giving away free points here. That's 2 balls that should have been touchdowns that are not. JT's wondering, what the heck do I have to do to get a score here? Drops back unimpeded, rolls to the right, throws far sideline, caught by Pickens at the 15, out of bounds there.
Holding, offense, number 70, 10-yard penalty, repeat, 3rd down.
Your side, and Daniels takes the snap, drops back on the 48, heaves the ball long towards the end zone. Kearis Jackson, this time he caught it, yeah! Touchdown, Georgia! How did he get so open behind the defense? Daniels saw him. Kearis kind of backpedaled into the end zone and cradled the ball about waist high, fell to the turf in front of the goalpost. He got the 6 that time.
Mississippi State brought the house. It was a little out and up by Kearis, and you're right, easily separated. Great job by the offensive line.
Great quarterback battle going on here tonight. Rogers dumps it out left flat again. Wide open there, the running back Dylan Johnson for 300 yards tonight to join Daniels in that capacity. Dumps it out to the left. This time we hit him immediately.
That play.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Pressure from the edges. Steps up in the pocket. He'll go down. Jermaine Johnson, the linebacker, with the sack of Rogers back at the 44-yard line.
All of a sudden the Dogs getting off the field on 3rd down.
Passes, not able to run any clock here in this situation. Daniels, long ball, far sideline, one-on-one coverage. Demetrius Robertson adjusts, makes the catch, and spins out of bounds short of midfield. Nice play, Robertson. Bulldog debut. Now we'll run a toss sweep to the near side. Zamir White sheds a tackler, cross midfield into State territory, and hit down to the turf. Gain, call it 5.5. That's Georgia's longest run in this half, believe it or not, at about 5.5 yards. Need to keep it moving. We'll toss sweep it again to Zamir. Jumps over a man at the 45, inside the 40. Flagged down as he's hit at the 38 and stopped right there. First Georgia passer. We'll finish this thought in a second.
Personal foul, blindside block, offense, number 0. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat, 2nd down.
We're looking at 3rd and 28 now. We'll run a draw play. Dogs will run it with McIntosh, trying to weave his way up the field. Got a back in the shotgun, one back in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Dylan Johnson. He'll run laterally to his left, and so will the Georgia defense and Tyreek Stevenson.
Play, personal foul, defense, number 10. 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Ball's up to the 30. Now for Mississippi State. A costly 15-yard penalty gives Georgia. Dogs defense needs to stop. Rogers flush back. And he throws it off to the right. Dogs wanted some grounding. Here it's 3rd and long. Rogers bounces, backpedals, throws it out to his left. It's complete to one of the backs, and we hit him around the 43 or 44. A touchdown. Snap is a little bit low to Rogers. Pressure for the back. Azeez Ojulari. Azeez with the squeeze and the sack back at the 38-yard line. Ball goes over on downs. The defense has stopped Mississippi State. You could see it coming. He came around from the backside of Rogers, and he just dominated the left tackle over there. And Georgia's going to come away with a very challenging but impressive as well. Impressive from the quarterback position, certainly, and a lot of our receivers tonight. 31-24 as Georgia wins the game right now as the clock hits triple zeros. The Bulldogs now 5-2 on the year. Mississippi State drops to 2-5. And it is South Carolina in our sights next, and that will be, it's scheduled anyway, for next Saturday night in Columbia, another 7:30 contest. But the Dogs able to escape this one. It was scary for a long time, but what a debut by the quarterback, J.T. Daniels, the transfer from Southern Cal. 401 yards and 4 touchdown passes tonight. We got plenty to talk about in our post game. Stay with us. Georgia winner tonight, 31-24 over Mississippi State on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.